Hello you lovely bastards, welcome back to Fixing Rusty Stuff Tools for Men. Have you ever wondered how they get those sexy, smooth, beveled edges on the corners of your favourite wooden stuff? Well, 9 times out of 10 it's the router bit. I want nice corners on my wooden stuff too. So today we're getting down and dirty with 12 bits of wood shaving glory from the reliable router rebels over at We're going to harvest these router bits for every last kernel of content corn that we can and sprinkle it into the interwebs for your hungry eyeballs to feast on. Like a 40-year-old virgin who's just downloaded Tinder, we'll be examining their profiles in detail and testing out these router bits to help me decide what profile to use for the base of my most ludicrous lamp creation yet, featuring in an upcoming episode near you. Trent's supposedly a decent make, but apart from sounding like the newest wood-loving carpentry-based boy band,
Hey everybody, we got wood.
I'll admit they've started strong with the packaging. This ain't the first time I've said it, but nice box, darling. Let's have a look at what's inside. They've even provided pretty little stickers showing off the bit profiles. Almost idiot proof. Almost. Okay, so first thing to note here is that they're not all edge forming bits. The bits without bearings are for cutting grooves into the wood. We'll test those separately. The edge forming bits included a small and large roundover bit, a cove, a chamfer and flush trim bit, a rabbiting bit and an OG bit for those who like their wood a bit fancier. The groove cutting bits they've given us are a dovetail bit, 2 straight bits, 1 small, 1 big, a core box bit and a V-groove bit. We'll be using the Titan wood thing I reviewed all the way back in episode 4, LITD. Yeah, that's right, I ain't even broken it yet. Let's start with the edge forming bits and see if my craftsmanship is as professional as the box they came in. Spoiler alert, it's not. The small rounded bit is up first, let's let her rip. If you're particularly fond of your fingers, always switch off and unplug your device when swapping bits. Yeah, a bit rough on the cross grain, wouldn't be the first time I plunged too deep. Cleaned her up nice though, leaving a tidy little bullnose profile with a small step. Next up is the cove bit. This has a diameter of 22mm and a radius of 6.3. Profile's not bad, pretty simple half cup shape. Pushed her a bit too hard though and the corner got a bit toasty. You can also see the imperfection where the bearing followed the profile of the wood below. Lesson learned, prep your wood properly. Now for the 45-degree chamfer bit. A straightforward, no-nonsense cutter for when you need the retro look. No frills with this one, but not a bad look. Next up we'll use a flush cut bit. The woodworker's fixer-upper, tidying edges like a champ. Let's see how it deals with this edge that looks like it's been chewed on by a wet beaver. Not sure what kind of beaver you were thinking of, you bloody perverts. You did a pretty good job. Might need to incorporate this one when I'm fixing a bodging mistake now and then. The most common name for this one is a rabbit bit, also called a rebate bit, creating a step recess on the wood edge. Let's give it a go. Lovely, making 2 pieces of wood come together like protagonists in the finale of a rom-com. Let's take things up a notch with the larger roundover bit. The last one had a diameter of 22mm and a radius of 6.3. The diameter and radius of this one are 29 and 9.5mm respectively. It's not as subtle as the smaller one. It's got bold curves and needs a bigger, chunkier piece of forest metal to suit. And lastly, the gangster of the edge forming bits. With a diameter of 25 and a radius of 4mm, it's the OG bit. This one's the most ornate of all the edge forming bits. A bit too uptight for my taste, but hey, if you're feeling bougie, knock yourself out. Okay, let's use all the groove cutting bits. Right, let's have a look then. We got the V-groove bit, sharp and edgy, literally. Perfect for when you don't like circles, but square channels are just too damn tame. Not bad. The thin straight bit. This one's 6.3mm wide, but it plunges a bit too deep for me, which is coincidentally what she said. The core box bit, for those times you want to add a little more depth to your life. Kind of a hippie vibe with this one. Now the fat straight bit. 12.7mm wide. No need for a hole that big. She should have gone on a diet like her petite sister. The dovetail bit. Classy joinery action. Makes your wood fit together tighter than skinny jeans on leg day. Okay, so let's compare the edge forming bits side by side. So we got the small round over bit. Subtle, classy, nice touch to your wooden workpiece. The cove bit, understated, gives a nice edge with burnt sides, like the toast your mum used to make. Chamfering bit, plain and retro, for when you can't be asked with something too flashy, but it needs a bit more effort than a square edge. The rebate bit, helping wood fit together like long lost lovers ever since Cupid retired from carpentry. The large round over bit, bold as brass and perfect for any large lump of beaver's breakfast you have laying around. Lastly, we got the OG bit, ready to distinguish even the plainest Davenport or dresser, strictly for those who like a bit of posh with their forest metal. Well, I hope that's helped you decide what router bit to use on your next wood-based router project. If you found that mildly entertaining, router that like button, bevel the subscription button, share it with your favourite carpentry-based boy band.
Okay, trend fans, who wants to get nailed?
And stay tuned for the next episode of Fixing Rusty Stuff, Tools for Men.